information came direct from Meghan's ex-husband, Trevor Engelson. He must have been so devastated at the time with the way that he was treated, but actually he dodged a bullet.
What if everything we thought we knew about Meghan Markle was nothing but a carefully polished illusion? What if the royal duchess image, that flawless smile, and that picture-perfect fairy tale wedding were all just the tip of a much darker, much juicier iceberg? People love to say Meghan is all about compassion, empowerment, and elegance. But what if behind that glamorous curtain is a side of her so shocking, so secretive, that even her closest allies would drop their teacups in horror if they knew the truth?
Many people doubt Meghan has long been a mother, following her attendance at Northwestern University.
Before the fancy titles, before the crown polished her image, before Netflix showered her and Harry with millions, Meghan was living an entirely different life, a life so wild, so unfiltered, that the royal family would have slammed the palace gates shut if they'd known.
She had Prince Harry on her vision board when she was young.
And let's be real here. According to insiders who've been whispering behind closed doors, this real Meghan is someone you'd never, ever imagine sitting beside the Queen of England. The thought of Meghan bowing curtsies while hiding secrets that could shake the monarchy, deliciously ironic.
In my opinion, she would still be a waitress if it wasn't for Dad.
Unless, of course, you picture her as the ultimate life of the party. The girl who knows exactly where to find the best party favors, the kind that don't show up on royal menus. Meghan didn't just dabble, she dominated.
She will take her royal kids and find the billion.
Trevor Engelson, yes, her ex-husband, holds the kind of jaw-dropping stories that could flip Meghan's pristine Duchess image upside down. And trust me, they're not about cute love notes or awkward date nights. No, these tales could torch her carefully guarded brand.
Meghan treated him so appallingly, even sending back their engagement ring.
We're talking wild nights in Toronto. Nights that didn't just flirt with risk, but danced right on the edge of disaster. Nights that could have destroyed Meghan's royal dream before it even started.
He's moved on. He has put Meghan behind him.
Events so scandalous, insiders whisper, they could have sunk her shot at becoming a duchess forever. And yet, like smoke, they vanished. No photos, no headlines, no official record, almost as if someone made sure her past disappeared into thin air.
I grew up as an only child, which everyone who grew up around me knows.
Imagine Meghan as a social butterfly who floated through Toronto's nightlife, leaving whispers instead of footprints. The kind of woman who sparked rumors with every move, yet always managed to cover her tracks. A ghost in stilettos.
She married for money. It's very clear she bagged the elephant. She was thrilled she became a, quote, princess.
But here's the million-dollar question. Is this the real Meghan? Or is there another side still lurking in the shadows waiting to be exposed? What you're about to hear will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about her.
This crisis won't die down until the irrefutable truth comes out.
Picture Toronto in 2016. Meghan, no titles, no tiara, just an actress living her best life. She wasn't just showing up to events, she was the one running them. Hosting elite parties, mingling with Toronto's most powerful, all while making sure everything stayed under wraps. And then insiders whisper something happened. Something so outrageous it could have obliterated her royal ambitions. But guess what? No police reports, no tabloids, nothing. As if someone somewhere wanted it buried so deep it would never crawl back to the surface. What exactly went down that night? That's where it gets scandalously interesting. Because Meghan's royal life has always been about control, keeping her image sparkling, untainted, perfect. Yet if you peel back the curtain, sources claim Meghan once orchestrated underground soirees so exclusive, so dangerous, they could have set fire to her carefully built palace persona. These weren't just parties, these were risks, explosive secrets dressed in designer gowns, and Meghan wasn't just dabbling in nightlife. Oh no, she was a full-on party planner extraordinaire. Forget cucumber sandwiches and polite chatter. Her events were whispered about in hushed tones, high-end, off-the-record bashes where she played hostess, provider, and gatekeeper all at once. This wasn't book a venue and hire a caterer. This was making sure guests had everything, yes, everything they needed, and making absolutely certain none of it ever leaked. Imagine it, a hand-picked guest list, excess everywhere, and Meghan at the center, the queen of Toronto's secret social scene, all while portraying herself as the sweet actress from Suits. Talk about living a double life. 1 minute, she's Rachel Zane in the courtroom drama. The next, she's the queen bee of an underground world, balancing it all like a pro. And yet, the irony? No one was supposed to know. Meghan's public face, a polished, respectable Hollywood actress, was the complete opposite of what insiders claim she was really doing once the cameras turned off. But here's the catch. What happens when those two worlds collide? When the Duchess-in-Waiting crashes into the underground queen of parties? Oh, you'll want to keep listening, because this is where the tea gets piping hot. Meghan wasn't just throwing these parties for herself. No. According to whispers, when Harry entered the picture, he might have ended up in one of those ultra-exclusive Toronto gatherings. Yes, you heard that right. Before the royal wedding, before Meghan and Harry became a global brand, Prince Harry was allegedly sipping cocktails in the middle of Meghan's hidden world. Can you picture it? Prince Harry grinning that cheeky grin, standing in the middle of Toronto's elite underground crowd, where rules didn't matter, and certainly not royal protocols. The thought alone would have made Buckingham Palace faint. Insiders say Harry didn't just fall for Meghan's charm, he fell straight into her world, a world built on discretion, whispers, and indulgence. The kind of lifestyle that would never, ever make it into the Windsor family handbook. And here's the kicker. If the royals had even suspected Meghan was pulling Harry into this hidden party culture, it would have been the scandal of the century. But let's rewind a little. Back to 2011, Meghan's Jamaican wedding to Trevor Engelson. On the surface, it looked like a sweet, intimate beach ceremony, but according to insiders, it was anything but ordinary because Meghan didn't just say, "I do." She allegedly rolled 100 joints, yes, 100 for her guests, a wedding favor unlike any other. Forget champagne toasts. Meghan's big day came with clouds of smoke. And while most brides aim for class, Meghan's wedding screamed something else entirely, a preview of her secret social world, a glimpse into the excess, charm, and secrecy she had mastered. Who was she trying to impress? What was the plan? Because this wasn't just a wedding, this was Meghan Markle giving a sneak peek of the life she was already running behind the scenes. Now here's where things start to get spicy. Meghan Markle isn't just the woman of many titles. She's the woman of many faces. And trust me, switching between those faces, she does it like a pro, almost like a superhero changing costumes depending on who's watching. One moment, she's Meghan, the hardworking actress, hustling on the set of Suits. The next, she's Meghan, the polished duchess, draped on Harry's arm, smiling for the cameras, making speeches about compassion. But behind closed doors, insiders say Meghan was someone else entirely. The kind of person whose hidden persona would shock even her closest friends. Do you think Meghan really reinvented herself, or was she masking her true identity with a glittering royal disguise? Because according to those who knew her in Toronto, she was more queen of nightlife than Duchess of Sussex. She wasn't sipping tea and nibbling scones. No, Meghan thrived in high-energy, high-rolling, anything-goes circles where discretion was the only rule. And yet, the way she moved between these worlds, Hollywood starlet by day, underground hostess by night, was almost effortless. The question is, which Meghan was real? Now let's throw Prince Harry into the mix. The fairy tale romance, the love conquers all headlines, the couple that made the world swoon. But what if I told you their relationship wasn't all roses and royal bliss? Insiders whisper that Meghan and Harry's connection was less about romance and more about strategy. Sure, the media gave us adorable moments and glossy magazine covers, but behind the curtain, their bond might have been more calculated. Think about it. Meghan wasn't just Harry's wife. According to some sources, she was his ticket to freedom, but not freedom in the way you imagine. She didn't just rescue him from palace traditions. She offered him an escape into her world, a world far removed from Windsor protocols, a world of secrecy, indulgence, and discretion. Take her love story with Harry, for example. One day, Meghan insists she knew nothing about him before their blind date, painting herself as the sweet, wide-eyed woman swept off her feet by a prince. The next, she casually drops in an interview that she Googled him beforehand. Wait, so which is it? Innocent surprise or strategic research? And then there's the infamous Africa trip. Supposedly, this romantic getaway was their chance to bond away from the press. But sources whisper the timelines don't quite match up. Details blur, stories shift, and what once looked like a romantic milestone suddenly feels like another carefully edited chapter. The palace noticed. Oh yes, they noticed. And their reaction? Silent, but sharp. Meghan's official biography was trimmed, stripped of Hollywood glamour, leaving only a sanitized version. Actress from Suits. Can you imagine? Going from red carpet darling to footnote in a royal bio? That's not just a correction, that's a royal slap. But here's the real bombshell. These contradictions aren't accidents. Sources claim Meghan's entire public persona might be a house of cards deliberately constructed to hide the truth. Every tweak in her story, every erased friend, every deleted memory. It all serves one purpose: to keep her past locked away, never to be unearthed. Yet here's the million-dollar twist. Houses of cards eventually fall. And when Meghan's does, the fallout won't just rattle her image. It could scorch the royal brand itself. Let's rewind for one last piece of evidence. Meghan's first boyfriend, Joshua Silverstein. They were only 13, and even then, Meghan wasn't shy about making the first move. Joshua himself has admitted, "She approached me." From a teenager with ambition to a duchess who erased her past, Meghan has always been a woman who knows exactly what she wants and how to get it. Now let's stitch this together. Meghan, the underground queen of Toronto nightlife. Meghan, the woman who allegedly rolled 100 joints at her first wedding. Meghan, the duchess who scrubs inconvenient truths from her past and reinvents herself with every new chapter. Do you see the pattern? This isn't just reinvention, this is strategy. Cold, calculated, brilliant strategy. And Harry? Oh, poor Harry. The world thought he rescued Meghan from Hollywood, but what if it was the other way around? What if Meghan pulled him into her world, a world of secrecy, indulgence, and reinvention, and used him as the final piece in her puzzle? After all, with Harry, she didn't just marry a man. She secured global fame, a royal title, and a platform no Hollywood role could ever match. Think about it. The shy palace outsider transformed into a global headline machine. The Duchess who outshines royals that were born into it. Meghan didn't just step into the spotlight, she seized it. But here's the question that should keep the palace awake at night. If Meghan could bury one past, what else might she be hiding? What if there are secrets so explosive they'd make everything we've heard so far look like child's play? Because insiders swear there's more. That behind the carefully scripted interviews, the documentaries, and the photo ops, there's a Meghan the world still hasn't met. And that Meghan? She's not sipping tea at Kensington Palace, she's not rehearsing charity speeches, she's the Meghan who thrived in shadows, who kept secrets tighter than Buckingham's vault, and who knew how to flip the narrative every time the truth threatened to surface. So, who is the real Meghan Markle? Is she the Duchess who gave up everything for love, or is she the master strategist who traded one world for another, crafting a narrative so polished that the truth never stood a chance? You decide. Because one thing is clear, Meghan Markle's story isn't a fairy tale, it's a saga of reinvention, secrecy, and ambition that refuses to be contained. And when the final curtain falls, when the last contradiction is exposed, what will remain? The Duchess of Compassion or the Queen of Calculated Deception? Stay tuned, because if this house of cards collapses, it won't just be Meghan who's left stunned. It'll be Harry, the palace, and every single one of us who believed in the fairy tale. Thanks for watching Star Spotlight, where we pull back the curtain on the stories others are too scared to tell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the next jaw-dropping reveal, because trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.